What's good, people? Kaz the MC, and it's all over, right? Convid is gone, it's done. Look at this headline: all Plan B convid restrictions, including mask wearing, to end in England. Yeah, Boris Johnson has announced the end of all the measures introduced to combat the moronic variant. Yeah, so the mask wearing and all that, it's done. It's over, guys. The scamdemic's done. We made it through. Cheers and hip hip hooray. Nah, yeah, because think about this. Let's rewind to last year. Freedom Day. Does anyone remember something called Freedom Day? Right? July 19th, dubbed England's Freedom Day, is the date that the British government ends all legal and social etc. restrictions imposed to mitigate the effects of the scamdemic. You see it here. After months of constraints, the country has finally reached the last steps in the government's unlocking roadmap. Yeah? So, what does that mean, right? Here's another article here. Look at him there, the buffoon. Boris Johnson, roadmap was always cautious but irreversible. You see that word there? Irreversible, right? So the roadmap to Freedom Day was irreversible according to them, yeah? So what happened between last Freedom Day, yeah, what they called Freedom Day, because that's what they called it, right? Imagine that you're waiting for your freedom. First of all, what does that mean you are before Freedom Day? But you're not free. But moving on from that, Freedom Day, last Freedom Day, they said it was an end to all restrictions. And now, today, they're saying that all convid restrictions are going to end. So what does that mean? Between the last Freedom Day and today, the rules came back. They took the rules away, and then the rules came back. What has happened is there has been a precedent set that whenever the global leadership, because that's what we're dealing with now, the global leadership, whenever they announce the word variant, whenever they decide to increase their fraudulent testing, right, you're gonna be subjected to new restrictions and new rules. They can bring back these rules at the drop of a hat. They just went up and down the whole media circus, right? They went down the whole up and down the media circus, calling Boris Johnson a buffoon, basically, exposing his party, he's a hypocrite, get him out of here, etc. Yeah. And then now he just comes out of nowhere. Convid restrictions to end. It's over, guys. Out of nowhere. They're trying to make it seem that it's a foolish thing to end the restrictions because they've just destroyed Boris Johnson's character. And now he's the guy saying end to restrictions when everyone's hating on him, apparently. I already told you I don't give a damn about their parties because all of them are doing the same thing. I never thought that they were keeping the rules. That's for the dumb masses. They're for the sheep. So, just to let you know and remind you that this thing ain't all over, right? This is a global agenda. You can't vote your way out of this one, guys. Convid, yeah, Austria to make vax jabs mandatory, and police will check vax status. Yeah, police will check vax status. Yes. Yeah. Look down the thing. Well, I just want to show you the date. Thursday, the 20th of January, 2022. Right. Just yesterday. Oh, it's just Austria, yeah? When does the NHS Jax mandate start? This article is from January 18th. Yeah? And still, as I'm sure you know, because most people have at least one friend or family member working in the NHS, they are going to lose their jobs if they don't take their Jax. Health workers must be fully jacked up against the thing by April, meaning staff will need to have their first dose by the 3rd of February or face being dismissed. I've got family in the NHS. I know that to be true. So don't get fooled by these little headlines and little storylines and take a little carrot and the stick. I already dropped a 2-part video series called Carrot and the Stick. That's the tactic that we're going to use from the start. They give you an incentive and they give you a punishment. You understand? They have to make the sheep, yeah, believe that there was a reason for them to do what they did. So when everyone got their 2 doses, they released some restrictions. As soon as they come with the next variant, they bring restrictions back. They want people to take the booster, they bring restrictions back. So this is the new normal. This is the new world order. Boris Johnson done told you already. He told you from the start that we cannot go back to normal. He doesn't plan for it to go back to normal. So don't expect him to do that. Don't believe these things when you see it's all over. You get me? So all they're gonna do is increase their fraudulent testing capacity and use that as a reason to lock everything down again. Oh guys, there was 100,000 cases using their fraudulent tests. Yeah, we got to lock everything down. So now I'm going to show you some clips of me auditing some test sites, and I had to edit out the majority of my intellectual comments towards these people because YouTube is not going to let that stand up and stay on the platform. I may upload it to my BitChute in full and do a couple more videos like this, but the test centers is the mechanism that they used to lock everyone down. So that's why I gotta let them have it and let them know that there's some idiots. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, check out my Mark of the Beast video. It's a documentary that I uploaded to BitChute. It's very in depth, talking about the social aspects, the technological aspects, and the biblical aspects of what we're seeing happening before our very eyes in the society and the world. The Mark of the Beast system is being born right now. You get me? So go check that out to see the evidence for that. Kaz the MC, I don't believe that it's no scam-demic. You know what, it is a scam-demic, so let's just leave it at that. You feel me? Boom. Yo, KZ. It's a nice day in Kirkby and Ashfield. Look at these wastemans, you know what I'm saying? Test and trace. Let's see what they're doing anyway. First audit. See what they're doing. Look at that, the beast. Because it's the Mark of the Beast. You see it? Look, Mark of the Beast. That's Mark of the Beast right there. Mark of the Beast. See that? Mark of the Beast. Right there. Mark of the Beast. Look at them. NHS test and trace. These are the people ruining the world, locking down the future for our children, destroying the world for the babies and children. In the future, our children will have no rights because of these people here. And they want to go innocent. They're not going to be innocent. You know what I'm saying? You're not innocent. They're all guilty. You know what I'm saying? Come, let's do some more auditing. Come, let's do some more auditing. This private car park or what? Come, let's do some more auditing.
So you can't be right on the site. If you want to record, you can.
Is this private? Is this private?
It is a private car park.
Private car park.
You can stand on the pavement and record. Yeah. That's fine. Just not right on the site, okay?
But it's public access.
Sorry?
It's public access.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, public
Can
access.
I just scan the barcode on the back, please?
Oh, here we go. We got one without his mask on. There you go. There he is.
Just flip it around.
There he is. You don't want to be seen. There's a reason they don't want to be seen. The reason they don't want to be seen. Because they know they're ruining the future for our children, locking down the world, and these are the people who do it. These are the people who do it, who lock down the future for our kids.
The box? It's under that table.
These are the people who they look for people who ain't ill to get cases, and they lock down. These are the people who lock down the whole world, and they contribute to the future destruction of our children's freedoms and liberties. And I hope you're happy about that. It's going to cost. It's a public access.
No, at the
Public
moment,
access.
No, at the moment this is private property.
Okay, call the police. Call the police. Call the police. Because these are the cowards who lock down the world for our children, our future. These are the reasons that I cannot leave this country. And the Carrie said PCR tests should not be used to detect infectious disease. If people are not ill and you put 100 cases, that's how you lock down the world, you piece of shit. Yeah. Go, call the police. 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 How does it feel? Medex trainer, what's this? Okay. So this is how they're doing it, right? These are the people who want to lock down the future for our kids. They're very ashamed. They seem very ashamed of what they're doing. They seem very ashamed of what they're doing. They don't really want to be filmed. They seem to want to hide their face. Because cases are not illnesses. You understand? Look at this guy over in his van. Let's get his face. Let's get his face. Because it's public access. You understand? Public access. There's no barriers here. You understand? NHS test and trace. Let's see his face. Let's see his face. Let's see his face. There you go. Pieces of shit. Look at him. Test and trace. Well, I'm test and trace. See their face there. How's it feel to be a scumbag, mate? Yeah, it's securing the. It's the same people who are ruining the future for our kids. You know, countries are locked down. People can't leave the country, and they use PCR tests as an excuse. In Australia, one PCR test, they locked down the whole area. My dad ain't been able to leave the ends for the test. Can't leave the country without one. It's the mark of the beast. And look at them. They don't give a shit. But how does it feel to use PCR tests to lock down the future of our children, hunting for Omicron? But if you go hunting for flus, you think you're going to find them? There's one hiding here as well. I'm saying, looks like it's on the ends or something, I don't know. But bro, this is how they lock down the future for our kids. These are the people who do it, they don't give a shit. Countries have been locked down, people can't leave the ends. My children ain't met their grandfather because of stupid PCR tests in New Zealand. You can't enter the country without one. But they don't give a shit, they're just doing a job, innit? There's other ways to make money, mate, than destroying the future for our kids. Let's get their faces on here, because one day you'll be held accountable, you know what I'm saying? The people's gonna rise up. You think this is going away? You think it's ever gonna go away? Let's see inside the van, what go on here? What's going on up here? You know, like much is going on over here anyway. Here's his face. Remember this guy's face?
Hi.
What's going on? So how's it feel to be a scumbag, mate?
All good, mate.
All good? What do you think about what Karim said about the PCR? You got any opinion? Or are you brain dead? Are you brain dead piece of shit?
Brain dead, mate.
Brain dead, oh, I knew it.
Sheep.
I knew it. Probably the test, didn't it? You took your vac, mate. You took your boosters and all that. When my granddad went to get that test, to get his 2 double dose, they didn't tell him nothing about booster. But you want to go hunting for little flus and lock down the whole way. You ain't got nothing to say, because none of these people got nothing intelligent to say. If they did, they would say it. They ain't got nothing intelligent to say.